Hi guys, this is Mary. Welcome back to Cardz TV and welcome to Card Sketch Saturday. And as you can see, I've got a new card sketch for you. Now this is a simple little sketch, but it makes the cutest card, which you'll see in just a minute. Now I've got all the measurements on here for you, but like I always tell you, you can change it up to suit whatever you have in mind. This is just a starting point for you. Like you could put circles or ovals or hexagons on here. You could leave the border off, just whatever you'd like to do. Now when we look at the sketch, we see that our card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 when folded, and mine is white. The next mat is 4 by 5 1/4, and I wanted a solid mat, and I wanted it to be scalloped. So I went to the Elegant Edges cartridge, and if you don't have a Cricut or some type of cutter to cut this out electronically and you have a die, you can use that, or you can just cut it straight like I show on the sketch, and it will still be just as cute. But I did go to Elegant Edges on page 52. I can't tell if that's a 2 or a 3. And I went over here to Shadow, and I cut a black scalloped mat at 5 inches. I couldn't cut it at 5 1/4 because it would have gone off the edges of the card. But if you're just going to cut it straight, go by these measurements. So this was the shadow at 5 inches. And then to go on top of it, I had this cute pattern paper with all these cute little cupcakes and hearts all over it. And I also cut this at 5 inches, but I used the oblong. And this is going to go together just like this. Now I'll be using those scalloped mats again here in just a minute. So that is our base. Now for the border, I did not have what I was looking for, which was a piece of black and white gingham. And if we look right here, we see the border is 1 inch by 5 1/4 inches. So to get this black gingham, I pulled out one of my stamps. This is from Cardz, and this is actually called Christmas Plaid A2 stamp. But it's gingham. So I used that and some Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I stamped that on some plain white cardstock and got my border, which is 1 inch by 5 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and get that adhered down as well. I love that. I love the pink and the black and the white and a little bit of red. So cute. Now, because this has cupcakes in it, that's something I'm going to put on the front of this card. But I needed some mats. And you can see right here, we have the shadow mat is 2 1/2 by 2, and then we have a white mat, which is 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. And I used that one for my sentiment. Let me grab that. Now this black mat, once again, just like I told you earlier, I used that Elegant Edges cartridge. Got it upside down. The shadow down here for this one, I cut at 2 1/2 inches. And then up here, the oblong out of the white, I cut, let me find my ruler here, so it would fit on this shadow, and I just cut this with my trimmer, and it is 1 5/8 by 2 1/8, and it says, "You're the sprinkles on my cupcake." I think that's so cute. So now we've got to have a cupcake, right? Because there's cupcakes on this paper. So I cut another little shadow mat from that Elegant Edges cartridge. That's right down here, and I cut it at 2 1/4 inches. It's going to go right there on top. And then my white mat, and I'll show you this little cupcake in a minute, that goes on top of that, which is where my cupcake's going, is 1 1/2 by 2. I'm going to get these put together with my glue, and then this cute little cupcake is going to go on top. And that little cupcake came from the Create a Critter 2 cartridge, and that is on page 33. And I cut the bottom of my cupcake, there it is right there, at 2.5 inches, and I used some red with little black dots because we've got sprinkles, right? And then for the pink heart and the pink cupcake liner, which is right here, I used the pink paper, and it was also cut at 2.5 inches. I've got this on some foam tape, and once I get these adhered together and on the front of my card, just like this, I'm going to put this cute little cupcake on here. And then I might have to add a few more little black faceted sprinkles over there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done, and we'll come back and take a look at this cute little card using Cardz TV sketch number 39. Here's my finished card, guys. Didn't it turn out cute? Now, I did put the black sprinkles on here, but I didn't like them. So I went and found these pretty little pink ones that have glitter inside, and I think that's the perfect touch for this little card, just to give it a little bit of sparkle. It just turned out so cute. And you can see, you can use this sketch as it is, or you can change it up. And in this case, I used my Cricut for some scalloped mats and my little cupcake. And either way you go, you're going to have a cute card, and it's going to be a little bit easier when you can pull out a sketch and have somewhere to start when you begin your card making. Thank you all so very much for coming by today. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you've had fun making this little card with me, and I hope you'll give this sketch a try. And don't forget, go over to my blog, cardstv.blogspot.com. There are now 39 sketches there, and they're all free to download. So go over and pick out a few or download all of them. Thanks again, guys. I love you all. God bless you all. And I will see you again soon with another card. Bye now.